us on the YouTube feed right now. I just started the behind the scenes video. You can subscribe to K High. That's K space high or the hash mark, or what is that? That's not a hash. It's a dash, right? It's a dash. It's a dash. It's a dash. It's a dash. Hyphen. We're getting hyphenated up in this sucker. Hyphenated. There you'll be able to check us out. Did you say high faded? No, that's my haircut. Backwards high fade. Anyway, you check out all of our videos there, including the live feed right now for the Doc Show. Also, callers, you can call in today, 591-5874, 591. Or excuse me, 71. What did I just read? 719-591-5874 or 719-591-KUSH. You do have to dial the area code. We have a magic number picked. So our goal today is to generate as many calls as possible. So we want you guys calling in throughout the entire show. You will win something. The lucky number is hidden though. He and I, we make up that number. We don't even know what that number is actually.
I forgot it already. We had some people that tried to call in yesterday. I guess we tied up the lines yesterday. So we had some people that wanted to call in yesterday to weigh in on the guns and ganja thing, man. So if you never got to voice your opinion yesterday, I know Tony was trying to call in, Tony Dabbs. I know a couple people said they were trying to call in. Wiki, I think, was trying to call in. So if you didn't get a chance to voice your opinion yesterday, you can call us. But yeah, whoever calls in, we got a random number selected, I believe, and that random person's going to win something good, something real good, right? Are we announcing that part?
I don't know if we're going to announce that. Should we tell them? Yeah, because you know, if they won't call us and tell them what they're going to win.
So you'll get 2 free entries into the Baby Bash. Maybe we'll get you some T-shirts as well, so you can take your picture with Baby Bash wearing some Speak Easy shirts. Or something.
Word! I want one of those shirts from the dang Spring Street Territorial Day, or not Territorial Days. That's later. That's in the fall. It's which one's the one that's in the spring? The that thing during Memorial Day down over in Old Colorado. Or not Old Colorado, Memorial Park. The Spring Spree or whatever.
Yeah. I think that's.
Were you guys rocking those new T-shirts at Spring Spree with the big logo?
Yeah. Territory Days.
Or Territory Days. Okay, so it was Territory Days.
Yeah, Territory Days. Spring Spree's like later, I think.
Dude, we got to talk to the guys who represent or do the whole thing down there in Pueblo for the state fair. We should broadcast like the whole week of the state fair from the state fair. I think that'd be cool. I'd get a hotel. Actually, I have like 3 or 4 friends. I can't even lie. I
should have a K-High booth. I'm not even
telling you, a K-High booth in Juelo.
Tailgate, K-High.
You know what? Hey, I know my boys at the Hashish House down there in Juelo. And Juelo, you guys listen to the show every day. So you guys, we should partner in this and get us a booth down there and broadcasting down there.
Pictures of the Hashish House and bravo.
Okay.
Very big props.
Bravo. Hey, look at a guy who runs a shop up here. Well, it's not really a shop. It's a place to kick it and get high. It's like it's my homeboy's house. I call it a souped up homeboy's house. It's like the man cave ultra.
Yeah, the Hashish House though in Pueblo, very impressive. I'm it's hard to be proud of strangers. I'm proud of those guys. I'm proud of you, Hashish House.
Listen to this. This is like weed god. This is a weed. I would call you like a weed community guy, because you're really like the man in the community. People don't realize
I'm a cannabis community guy for sure. So many are, man. That's like K-High here is a mecca for cannabis activists, community people.
Oh yeah,
but, yeah, for sure. But no, I'm very impressed. I anytime someone takes it seriously, puts a lot into it, puts a lot of work into it, and makes it very. And also very high end from what I can see in the pictures. I mean, they really did a good job. I'm very impressed. But a lot of the clubs in Denver, 7-10 pack. I know they like to keep it low key and under the radar, but 7-10 pack killing it out there in Denver. I bake always my homies. They got a really relaxed place, really chill place to go. Dig them.
I'm sorry, I'm stuck in this story. Listen to this. Jim Jones and Jules Santana made a run for the border, but got turned away. Sounds like the start of a song, doesn't it? I made a run for the border, but I got turned away. That sounds like Mexico. But anyway, and now they'd like an IOU for the $500,000 from the Canadian Border Patrol agents who forced them to nix their tour. Jim Jones and Jules Santana were denied entry into Canada on Wednesday due to their rap sheets, Jim tells TMZ. By the way, this is being provided by TMZ. The story is on TMZ right now. I'll post it to the Doc's page here in a second. But essentially, it says, let's see here. So he and Jim Jones, that is, and Jules Santana were about to start an 11-day tour with their buddy Trav, but when their van pulled up to the crossing at Buffalo, New York, Canadian agents said no dice. They were told the problem starts with the list. Jules Santana, arrested for making death threats in 2009. Arrested for terrorist threats in 2011. How did he get terrorist threats? He's from here. I guess you can be a homegrown terrorist then. Jim Jones, arrested for casino brawl in 2012, arrested for DWI in 2013, and arrested for disorderly conduct in 2013. Jim says he knew their arrest might be an issue, so they took the preemptive step to hire lawyers who worked with the immigration and the FBI before the trip. He says the suits assured them the suits. This is quoted. No, this isn't quoted, but it should be because I know it's probably something he said. The suits. It says the suits assured him that the Canadian had given them the green light to go. He says canceling the tour would end up costing them about $500,000. So yeah, they're pissed. And Travie put it, as Travie put it, moments after getting turned away, feels like some fugitives, man. It was the exact quote from the boys. So kind of funny, but not funny because, I mean, when you look at it, there's been other people like Birdman had been denied entrance at Nicki Minaj's pre-Grammy party. Kelly Rutherford was denied, said, my kids have been illegally deported. And Chris Brown denied entrance into Canada hours before a show. So this is something that you got to look at if you're a recording artist or performer.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is I understand what they're saying, and the key to me in the whole story is that they claim they already had a green light from some officials, and we're told, yeah, you're good to go, and then we're denied entrance. That I understand, but you know, I had a friend who was an iron worker, and he was supposed to go to Canada to do some work on some buildings, skyscrapers they were building and stuff. It was going to be huge money for him, lots of money. He was going to be out there for 5-6 months at a time, and they denied him because of his background. And you know, I do say kudos to Canada for not treating, you know, not changing it just because I think here in America we have celebrity can get you a long way.
Sometimes too far.
Get treated completely differently than the average person. You know, the judges they'll give you the speeches and they'll go, and then but the punishment is not atypical of what they would do to anyone else.
No, not at all.
So
that's what money buys you.
Yeah, money, fame, recognizable faces. It gets you a long way, you know. But Canada sitting there saying, hey, look, we wouldn't let anyone else in with these charges. We're not going to let you in. I think that's actually admirable that they treat everyone the same. I mean, that's the way it should be.
I think the big piece of this story that sticks out to me is that exactly there is they're treating each of the people equally as they would you or I.
Yeah,
and we're lab ass niggas.
No, and that's what I'm
saying. Local ass bitches. Yeah, right. Have you ever seen Kevin Hart's? He's like, shut your lab ass up. What's a lab? Local ass bitch. So we're labs. We ain't really out there in the public as big as these fellas are. But to see the sort of the story go, you know, the coin flip, I should say, both be tails and tails, and that it's fair is cool. But at the same time, I think that the industry there needs to kind of look at in Canada, look at like you're hurting yourselves. You're killing, you know, tons of tourist money. You're killing because these guys blow loot. Let's be real. And so you're killing tons of tourist money, and you're also killing tons of revenue for local businesses in your area and sponsors in your area because you just screwed whoever sponsored this. You just screwed whoever the promoter was. You just screwed over the fans of these artists. And, you know, sometimes I look at it and go, this is personal, you know?
Right. Well, and you know, if they did get the green light, you know, I would see that the producers had more reason to sue. And
hey, don't blame the producer.
The promoters of those events would have more.
Yeah, they're the ones that have the money involved in it. Usually it's the promoters' money.
Like, come out here with it, you know. And they're out that money, I'm sure.
Oh, absolutely.
The contracts are pretty clear on that. If you know, if we can't make it to you, you're SOL. That's pretty much how those contracts read.
Pretty much.
So, and you know, I definitely understand it. They did receive approval pre-approval and then are later denied, then they definitely have a case. But from what the story looks like, it looks like they're pretty much treating everyone the same,
which makes it fair.
You know, I can get down with that. I mean, if they're saying, hey, look, you know, what's the difference between, like you said, you and Trey? You know, what's the difference between you guys and Trey or Jay or you know, Joe Smith or whatever? So,
do you remember where these sandwiches are from, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
It was no,
started with an M,
but it's very good.
Started with an M. All we know is the address is 2 Cascade, which is Pikes Peak and Cascade near the parking garage, and they're good.
We will find out the name 5 seconds before we come back off a break, and that way we'll remember it.
Yeah, that way it's fair. I mean, we are smashing the food they provided for us, so we can't remember that.
Good.
Oh my God,
very good.
This is like,
and Jazzy brought
this,
it in for us.
This is I think it was Jazzy and the Pizza Man, but I had somehow put this together. But I'm telling you, this is a good sandwich. I'm telling you, this is definitely a good sandwich. It's got like fresh Black Forest ham on it. It's got so yeah, you can always tell Black Forest ham because it has that black line in it. But fresh Black Forest ham, egg, and it looks like cheddar and American. I mean, I don't know what this thing has on it. I think it might be a trade secret, but it's boom. Well, I'll tell you what, you guys can check out the story from TMZ. It's under Access Denied on, of course, K-High Radio, High Noon, hosted by MistaTre the Doc. And, or the Doc MistaTre, I'm sorry. So you can check that out. Go ahead and stop by and like the page. Also, stop by Speak Easy page and like the Speak Easy page. There's always good stuff going on there.
Speak Easy Vape Lounge, 2 separate words.
I've been a fan of that page since the first day I went there. Well, I went there the first day you opened too, though.
Yeah, you were there. And so many people were first day there, yeah. And then I think that's one of the things I'm most proud of is that so many of the people that walked in on the first day in its humble beginnings are still there now. They've only helped contribute to it. It's beautiful.
That's the thing is like me, like some people will go, hey, why do you got to Speak Easy text? And I love when they ask, and it scratches me up. And I'm like, because I was there and I've been there since then.
Right.
And I said, that's my boy, and we went and got buddy tattoos. And there was more than one of us, so it's not all gay and shit.
Yeah. When you say buddy tattoos, man,
it does sound a little go bro.
Yeah. I just questioned the placement of yours right above your ass.
That is unacceptable. It is on my forearm. So the other story I brought in, I was actually reading this on my way in, and it's of course from it'd be the June edition, isn't it? Yeah, the June 2015 edition of THC, the Hemp Connoisseur magazine, Colorado's premier guide to cannabis. And I was reading the story, and it kind of just stuck out to me because it said "First Legal Harvest: Hemp Returns to Humanity" by Doug Fine. And it's a book that came out. I think it's going to be a good read, and I'll tell you why. Because for most people that are high, we have a short attention span. So it's only a 25-page book. It's a quick read. It covers lots of pictures, not working. but it does cover the 2014 hemp harvest of Kentucky, Vermont, and Colorado. And of course, it's got some great quotes from the book and different stuff like that. This one, even while the first legal harvest is still underway, it was not alone. And it goes on to talk about different stuff, how Thomas Jefferson used to use nothing but hemp paper, it looks like. And this is the first time that a book's been printed on hemp paper in 77 years, essentially since the start of Prohibition.
Yeah. We touched a little on that yesterday in a segment. The original draft to the Declaration of Independence was written on hemp paper.
Absolutely. Hold on. Who wrote it, though?
Huh?
Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, yes.
So funny enough, the same guy that uses nothing but hemp paper is the guy who wrote the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah. So, but this was, you hear a lot of cannabis activists say this, but one of the things that we're trying to illustrate is that was common at the time. Hemp was very widely utilized. It was a nationally farmed and harvested. And, it was one of our main exports back to England as well.
Wood wasn't used for paper for a reason. Wood was used to build houses. So a lot of that, to me, that's a cool thing. It really points out the movement of hemp. I mean, just the marijuana movement in general. When I was reading, I was like, I'm not necessarily saying that the book would be what would bring my attention to it, but it stuck out real quick. I was like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. I love to see things that have to do with cannabis making moves, because it should be. I mean, realistically, when you have a field that can regrow and reproduce every single year after year, and you have a tree that takes 100 years to produce, a stack of 500 sheets of paper, but a field of hemp can produce, 10,000 stacks of paper, and it renews every year. We gotta, when you look at the consumption of human beings, we have to look at what's really going on around the world as far as, like deforestation. If we can prevent deforestation, why are we not doing it?
Right. Well, how long does it take to grow a tree? As
hundreds of years.
And in the right conditions outside,
hemp's kind of like a woody; it just pops right up.
Can grow as tall as trees. I've seen them; they're just huge, huge, huge plants. And like you said, almost inexhaustible. I mean, they renew themselves, within months.
And they're not like corn; they don't strip the soil.
Absolutely.
Well, here's our legal stuff for today before we get to the first break. And I want you to chime in on this one, of course, David. State agency reports, California. I'm sorry, this sandwich is so good I can't stop eating it. State agency reports California could benefit from legalizing marijuana. It says if California legalizes a recreational cannabis industry in 2016, the state could be positioned to save nearly $500 million through law enforcement reductions, tax revenue, according to a new report. Last week, the state's Legislative and Analyst Office, or the LAO, called the LAO office, which is an unbiased. I don't think you should be using the word unbiased loosely anywhere. But anyway, it's an unbiased agency charged with researching potential scenarios for a purpose, for the purpose of laws. They publish a breakdown of it and its physical effect. If voters were able to approve this in California, cannabis could essentially, $500 million, 500 mil, that's a lot. I mean, and then I just look at Pueblo and I go, I'll post this story also, everything we talk about, I don't say we get everything posted. We try to post everything we talk about on the K-High page, or the K-High High Noon page, which is K-High Radio High Noon. But guys, look at the big picture. $500 million. Do you know how much money that is? I mean, holy moly. We're talking about bank. So I'll post that page. Comments are welcome as always. Don't forget to look on the page. There's a chance for you to be entered into a drawing to win Baby Bash concert tickets. There's a chance for you to be entered into a drawing for the Cannabis Expo tickets. And the Cannabis Expo tickets are big, big hot ticket price because they're $30 a pop, and it's a big event. So it's a big deal.
They'll be at Karasmuki on Tuesday.
I'll be at Karasmuki.
To give away some tickets there. I think they got a few sets to give away. So,
and by the way, I'm sorry I wasn't at Karasmuki, but I think I get a pass for a rollover. No, you should have been there, damn it.
Be there.
So now, do we get Carlos on that?
I am trying to get a hold of Carlos. I have not heard back from him yet, but we will see what we can do on that.
I spell dough, like money. D-O-U-G-H, right?
D-O-U-G-H.
That's dough. Cali Dough. The title of that article will be Cali Dough if you want to comment on it. And of course, guys, comment on anything. We read the comments.
I think it's interesting, and guys call in and weigh in on it. But I think it's interesting that California is looking at our recreational program even before we do. I mean, we have a small recreational dispensary program, but as far as what we do with the Cannabis Club and stuff like that, California is now taking a look at it before Colorado has even bothered to look at it.
And a warranted look nonetheless. I mean, look at the way we handle the cannabis industry.
Right. Well, and there's an explosion happening of it. People need it. It serves the same purposes as bars or music venues when it comes to alcohol. So, yeah, I think it's time.
Your wife's all over my Facebook page. Just thought I'd point that out. I hate the fact that some people get judged for being real white. Some are getting loved for being fake, or real right. Real what? Why? Oh, being real while some are getting loved for being fake. Interesting. I have to agree with that. And she said she loves us both, by the way. Your wife loves me, just so you know.
So you just said she was all over your Facebook.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and flip out to the break. Remember, you can check us out at letstalkpod.com. Click listen live. You can find us on YouTube and watch the show from YouTube at K-High. That's K-High. You'll be able to check out all of our video shows, including live feeds of what's on right now. And of course, 719-59-KUSH. Again, call in. You can win some Baby Bash stuff here. We're K-High with Jaymen Johnson and the Doc. Like that. Jaymen Johnson and the Doc. Oh, we either got to find a sponsor or
Doc Holiday.
For this, we either got to find a sponsor or figure it out by Friday because they want us to go to the 2 hours on starting Monday. What did he say to you yesterday while I was on?
Who?
Did he say anything to you yesterday? Lynn?
About what?
About you and Speak Easy coming into the show.
No, he hasn't talked much to me about it.
Well, because he told me to deal with it. He said it was your job. He was the producer of the show. It's your job to deal with it. But essentially, if we can get the first month bought, and then we can spend that whole month working to find the actual sponsor that's name's going to go on it, I say we find something quick.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's talk to him. Is he out here now?
Yeah, he's out there.
I'm trying to figure out.
Is it
something that I need one person to do? But, I'm starting to show. So we have this one.
The one I can say last month is that we hit 250,000 listeners last month. That I do. Miranda went Miranda went all crazy and was digging up numbers and stuff. She's doing a good job.
Together, we help trains move
And she has a damn sponsor too.
450 miles on 1 gallon of fuel. Tomorrow is full promise.
Oh, what's the deal with Carlos?
Let's keep it that way.
You're not answering?
I called him, but he's not answering.
All right.
This isn't 740 KVOR. This is K-High, where we report the news like the original President David called. I forgot where the station was located.
After I go live, you read that. Oh yeah, we're back after the break. You're on, of course, K-High with the Doc. And so what if I smoke weed? So what if I get drunk? I bet I'm still funnier than he and she and he. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, we're live, of course, on High Noon with the Doc. Got Jaymen Johnson from the Speak Easy in the building.
All right, guys, make sure you tell all your friends about letstalkpod.com. You can find us also on YouTube. You're just going to follow us at K-High. That's K space high, H-H.
Hi. And of course, you can call in at 719-591-5874 or 719-591-KUSH. Oh, we got a caller. Let's see who it is. You're on K-High with the Doc on High Noon.
You're on.
Who's this? What up? Oh, Chris from Bay City, Michigan. Now, I remember, hold on. You called in or wrote something in, didn't you? Or you were on Miranda's show. No, you were on Miranda's show. That's right.
But I like all of you.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that because Miranda's pretty hot, so it's hard to beat her.
It's hard to compete. I'm growing the boobs to try.
I'm gonna grow me some moves just so I can compete with her.
Moves.
Moves. So what's going on today, Chris?
Oh, not much. Just trimming up the crop for the patient.
Oh, trim.
What are you gonna do with the trim, my friend?
Painstaking.
What are you gonna do with your trim?
You guys on that? You on that dab tip out there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Motor City dabs. I'm down with that. Yeah, the Motor City dabs there, man.
Motor City dabs called MABs.
They made an E-dab tip for that nectar collector.
What?
Oh, you know what? Our friends over at SSV also have an electric tip for their dab straw, if you will.
Oh,
Or-
nice.
yeah.
You're going to have to show me that thing.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna have to check it out. So what's up with you, man? You just calling in and say hi?
Gearing up. Yep, gearing up. Just wanted to call and say, hey to you guys. I've never called into your show yet, so I thought I'd give it a slam. And
Well, we appreciate that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna cut you some slack because I like you. Here in the last segment of the hour, at about 43 after the hour, we are going to give away some Baby Bash tickets. Now, I don't know if you can use them all the way up in Bay City, but if you wanted to come to Colorado for Baby
But
Bash,
if you have Colorado Springs friends,
or if you have friends out here in
if you got
Colorado,
friends
you
in
can
Colorado Springs, just make yourself a legend. Yeah,
you
that's
can
something big.
gift them to them. We'd be happy to give them to them for
Yeah.
you.
coming out on the 19th.
Wait a minute, hold
That's
on.
the
That's the
day
day
it
of the
is.
concert.
Oh man, I'm not even playing. All right, well, we're not.
Dude, are you
Give us
also
a call when you get
I'm gonna get you on the show when you come into town?
Coming in, me and 5 people are called for one so we can get out there for my boy that's got epilepsy.
Oh wow, that's
That's
awesome.
awesome, bro.
Well, so how long are you guys
Try
staying?
to get educated, try and find some CBD strains we can bring back in seed form and try and grow for him.
Well, this is what I want you to do, man. I'll get you my number somehow, or we'll get you. At least you know how to get you.
You
in
know what?
contact with me. And when you and your friends get out here and you meet up with your friend, I want you guys to get a hold of me, and we'll get you. I want you guys to come meet Baby Bash and stuff. How early are you getting in? Because it's the smoke out is going to be around 6, 7 o'clock in the afternoon. Are you going to be in town in time?
Yeah, we're leaving Thursday, Bay City time at like 8.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
like
you guys
7 our time.
go true cannabis baller style at Speak Easy, chill VIP style with us, and eat Baby Bash, get your pictures taken, hang out with your homeboy you haven't seen in a while.
And if you're gonna be here that Monday, I want you to come into the show and talk about the concert and stuff.
Well, no, my homeboy is coming with me.
Oh, you're bringing your homeboy with the epilepsy, you're bringing him out here.
Yeah,
Oh, no, I definitely have to get you on the show.
Oh, okay, for sure. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
My homeboy that lives here, and we can't really get CBD strains or even medicine, period, because they shut the Bay Area down.
That's dirty.
They deemed us a public nuisance.
What? I'd say I'd have to deem you a public servant.
Yeah.
Because the guy that owned the shop was given to food banks. He was doing coke drives and canned food drives, and he gave money to several churches.
Yeah, he sounds like a real a-hole. I'm glad they shut him down. That's just terrible stuff he was doing there.
Yeah, I know.
Man. Well, dude, we definitely have to have you out so you can talk about this, because I guess that's the thing. Sometimes we forget here in Colorado, we have our battles, but we forget what it's like in some of these other states and the fights you guys have to go through.
Right, we're like halfway okay, it's medical, but try and get your medicine that you really need. Is it safe for me to order seeds?
Or are you gonna have the feds knocking on your door?
Right.
That's the one thing that I think that sometimes we even take for granted here in Colorado, Jaymen, is that we don't think like that. We're just like, whatever, man, sweet, because it's just been so legit for so long that we don't react the same way anymore.
And we are embracing CBD.
Well, I see the Mile High Mama. She is so fine. She is right outside my window.
The state is embracing CBD because, it's a true medicine. It's a true medicine. Medical marijuana is excellent. THC should definitely be considered. You should definitely see the benefits of THC because THC's been.
Dude, she's lighting a bowl in her car. Oh my God, I hate you, Miranda.
CBD has been embraced by the state, and so we forget what it's like in these other states where they're battling harder than we have it out here.
Right.
How dare you sit outside my window and smoke?
Medical use, it's like it's okay here, but like in this one area, they just said no more.
I hear you, bud.
Our biggest issue is there's a company called Dow Pharmaceuticals, and that's who's in town.
Yeah, so they got a lot of interest in the local area, and they're not liking the competition.
And Miranda's been trying to contact, like the companies here.
Oh yeah, no, she's been working. Yeah, she's been working on it diligently. I know that. I've heard about how she's trying to get that.
Oh yeah, you're that Chris that we tried to call the congressman. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah, we were trying to call the congressman.
I was talking mad head at him for not answering the phone.
Yeah.
Well, I remember
Yeah. You're a bum. Answer your phone, you freaking bum.
Yeah. All right, bud. Well, when you get out on the 19th, man, make sure you hit us up, Alicia or myself, and I want you guys to come hang out with Baby Bash, hang out with me at the club, hang out with all my friends.
And we're going straight from the club right to the concert.
I got to
it's about to be on
introduce
a
you to
crack.
the gang, man. I got the coolest gang of people at the club. I could go on and on just naming names.
Only one
lady
is a gang member. Everybody else is normal.
These guys are the coolest. They're cool, man. You gotta come check it out.
You really do. And as a matter of fact, don't worry about calling in. Don't worry about calling in the next segment to win tickets because you're just gonna ride with us. The hell with that.
Don't worry about that. We're gonna still give away tickets, but we're gonna still give away tickets for.
Oh yeah, I want a T-shirt. Hey, listen, if you guys give me a T-shirt, Chris. Breakfast in the. Oh, you're doing breakfast. They're doing breakfast in the park.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so down. I will come help.
Nice.
I will come help with you. I have no problem. I'll bring my little cannabis kid and we'll come help.
That sounds perfect.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, man, it was a pleasure to talk to you. Miranda's actually on her way in the studio. I'll let her know that you called in. If you want, you can call in during her show next hour too, of course. We love talking to you, man.
Alicia is so single-minded over here. He's just watching the pretty girls smoking weed in their cars and stuff.
No, she's not doing it anymore, but that pissed me off. I was flipping her off and everything. Like, damn it, Miranda, how could you do that to me? So that was Chris, by the way, from Bay City. And we've been fighting this guy's, for those of you that don't know, or if you're just tuning in or you're just starting to listen to us or whatever, for about a week now, me and Miranda have been fighting with the politicians up there, trying to get them on the phone to talk to us and tell us what the hell's really going on. Why are you guys, I call this CB cock blocking, that is. Why are you guys cock blocking these guys trying to help this guy? And now
Cannabinoid blocking.
Cannabinoid blocking. Yo, why you cannabinoid blocking, son? so
Canna block me, yo.
Yo, what's up with the canna block? I want to block a canna, not a canna block. So I mean, it's just they are fighting a battle up there, and they're in, for lack of better words, a war with these folks out there because it's just they block it. It's like, hey, you can have your medical marijuana, but we're not going to provide you a place to get it. You can have your medical marijuana, but we're going to make it a federal crime to import the seeds of the plant. We're gonna make you can have your cannabinoids, but we're gonna make it illegal for you to get cannabinoids. What the hell is that?
Yeah,
it makes no sense to me.
Well, and here locally, we've been, like we were just saying, we've been kind of spoiled because at least the state has embraced CBD. They're like, okay,
this shit works.
Here we have a medicine derived from cannabis with no inebriating effects or very little to no inebriating effects with true medical potential. And so they've embraced it. Now, THC is still being researched. There's still numerous benefits from THC. They haven't denied us THC or taken it away. They've just said, hey, the CBD is good, is good. To deny it, for Michigan to deny it like that is just crazy.
It blows my mind at how I'm calling this the Texas effect. Well, because Texas passed that canna oil law, but it was like the weakest possible. I mean, that shit wouldn't get me high, and the people that need it, and the people who use it or need it, they need the good stuff. I mean, they need the heavy dose stuff, the stuff that would put me flat on my ass. I smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. And so that's why I call it, right? No kidding. For that one audio bite to Nate Dogg's family.
As soon as you said smoke weed, Snoop Dogg just gained $10.
Right.
Smoke weed.
Ding!
Billy Nelson went up $1.50. Snoop Dogg $5.50. Like all their bank accounts just went.
The Cottonmouth Kings now own me.
Man, I can't sit there too hard.
I am so hurt about that. Please vent, because I'm with you on this. I could have been DJing for them, so I'm mad that I am not going to be able to DJ for them. Go.
Well, come on, guys. First of all, and don't get me. I get it. I get family drama, guys. Because Cottonmouth Kings, they got Cottonmouth Kings is a family, and they've been having some drama, and I get that, man, because I've been through it. But man, I'm so excited to see you guys out and about, man.
Me too, bro.
Getting some stuff done.
Hang out with some potluck, get some Johnny right there.
And hanging with the homies head PE too.
Oh, we got to call. Hold on. We got to call. You got to stop your event.
All right.
Oh, go ahead and continue your event.
That's DJ Dial Tone on the
DJ Dial Tone.
DJ Dial Tone, how you been, bud? All right.
Whoever that was, try again, please. I didn't see it flash. That's what she said.
DJ Dial Tone, always calling us, showing us love. Thank you, DJ.
Yeah, if you were the one calling in, please try again. Please try again. Please call back.
Please call back.
Short of
they just
begging
get
you.
nervous as soon as
I know they're like, he said there's a dial
they're
tone.
like a
I'm gonna hang
girl,
out there.
they're like a girl who wants to ask Alicia out, and they're like, I'm gonna call. Oh, I know the answer. Click.
You know, how'd you know? That's why I never have a date, because they're scared of me.
That's that would explain the restraining order.
That I had to get. Do you remember my stalker from last summer? And she's still the crazy one that lived across the street from me before I moved out of those apartments over by you.
Oh yeah.
And oh god, that chick would just show up out of thin air and be like, I have pictures of my baby on ultrasound. It's yours. And I'm like, I'm fixed. I've been fixed for 10 years. What the hell's wrong with you? Oh, here they are. You're on K-High with the Doc. I don't really sound like that. Well, I'm good. Who's this?
Who dat?
Josh, where you calling from, Josh? Okay.
Well, let's bring it to light. What's
Yeah,
up?
bring it to light and fill us in.
Explain. Like, what do you mean? A higher level pro? You mean they're claiming legalization when they're not really offering that?
Right. What they're doing is the bill itself allows control for cannabis to be grown, but unfortunately, it's grown by the pharmaceutical industry and it's sponsored by the Department of Forestry.
Okay, that's odd.
This is Louisiana's proposition, or this is what they've already voted in.
This is what they voted in and it's going up gentle right now.
So this is in place currently, and what? Let me make sure I'm following you correctly because I'm a little high right now. I'm just being real with you.
I'm just being honest.
Okay,
I'm high too, but it's on purpose.
So what you're saying is they
Nasty
legalized the growing, and so they've legalized the program that allows for the growing of cannabis, but only by licensed existing pharmaceutical companies.
Yeah.
Which would be
Big money. And then the Department of Forestry, and so for the first time ever, the Department of Forestry, the FDA, and pharmaceutical companies are going to try to work together on this.
I guess I'm not sure. But the flip side to it is that they have another bill that's going up, which criminalizes cannabis. And they've got 4 different bills that they had tried to go up at the time. So a lot of people are getting all of the bills confused.
They don't know which one they're voting for.
Well, the people don't get to vote. See, in Louisiana, it's not like it is here in Colorado or anywhere else. They live under what's called Napoleonic law. Napoleonic law is you essentially vote in your reps vote for you. You have no direct or indirect initiative process.
Really? So, other than your primaries, other than your representative elections, there's no other input from the people.
No, that's it, man.
They vote for a voice for themselves. And
here's what they're actually doing. When they legalize in Louisiana and they decriminalize, they're only dropping the jail system length from 20 years on maximum incarceration.
okay, well,
I'll send this off. I mean, you send this off. I'll read that first.
While making cannabis, even Schedule 1, it's all crazy. And
I want you to hold on with me here, buddy. Hold on. We got to go to a break, but I want you to I want to definitely talk more about this because this definitely needs some more talking about.
Absolutely. We'll be back after the break. You're on with Jaymen from Speak Easy and the Doc on K-High.
Just hold this, but we'll be right back.
This is Vice Chair. I'm bringing back in here.
Hey,
Right,
you still there, bud?
You still there?
Are you still there, friend?
Okay.
What was your name one more time? Say it one more time. Josh. hang out with us for a minute, man. We definitely want to talk more about this because this is really interesting stuff.
And it is Let's Talk Pot.
Yeah, we only have like 15 minutes left to our show, but I want you to hang out with us and we'll talk for about another 5 more minutes, okay? About it all. So we'll definitely hit the high points on it, like the points that people need to know, and we'll encourage them to look into it further. Do you got any websites we can share that people could go and look at this? MJ4LA.com. Okay, we'll ask you to tell people about that too when you're on the air, okay? So
What
that
did you
people
say?
can go research this. MJ4LA.
MJ, the number 4, and then for Louisiana.
MJ, the number 4, LA.com.
All right. We're going to repost that for you on the K-High Noon page.
And I'm going to go grab some water, man. Stick with us. We're going to talk more about this. But, yeah, that's craziness, man. We'll get into it a little bit more here in a minute.
All right, I'm going to put you on hold for a second. And when we come back in, we'll bring you back in, okay? Down there, it's called Amendment 28. Which one? Oh, knock down the flyer.
How'd it go today? I'll think that's a good thing.
God damn it.
Rest in peace, Dusty Rose.
What happened?
He died.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
When did he die?
Like the news just broke like 30 minutes ago.
Okay, so we'll have to bring that up. Current events.
That's my boy. I was talking shit in public.
Oh, yeah. We also need to talk about the light. She passed away.
The light passed away?
Yeah, locally.
Oh, wow.
She was an artist, like a poet and stuff here locally in town.
Oh,
Singer, actress. She did a bunch of community stuff. She was
Oh, yeah.
really in with all the hip hop people, really in with all the performers in town. And she just passed away of lupus.
get that first.
Yeah.
Get that first.
I think she was the real light, right?
15 seconds.
467
We do got to make it the wrap with him quick because that way we can.
40 KVOR. This is
Yeah.
K-High.
Yeah.
We're going to give you breaking news. Like we just released a new killer strain. And it's killer. Like, really killer.
All right.
I know, like, oh, yeah. Yeah, you're on K-High. And, of course, you're with the Doc and Jaymen Johnson, of course, owner of the fabulous and wonderful Speak Easy, one of my favorite places to go, period. Suck a fish. And so, with that said, we were talking to Josh from Louisiana, and Josh is still on the line with us. And so he's kind of going over a little bit about the really? No, I'm just kidding. So, Josh, I did post, by the way, I posted MJ4LA.com. That's, of course, marijuanaforlouisiana.com. Go, you can check that out on the K-High page. Josh, anything else you want to say before we part with you and do this baby bash giveaway?
No, man. It's really sad to see the legislators put this before the people in such a manner and say that, hey, this is progress, when in reality, they're just creating more regulations that, with big pharma having the stranglehold on cannabis in such a manner, there's no way that it'll take 20 years to fix it.
Is that so? That's sad.
Yeah, that's what the well, I want to talk to the voters of the area, but the problem is like you said, once their representatives are voted, they pretty much take over from there. But it is very important to know what you're voting for, what you're getting into, because there's a lot of backdoor deals being made here there's a lot of handshakes, behind the curtain handshakes going on. And if people don't know what they're getting themselves into, the repercussions of that are going to last years down the road. Well, guys, we want to take a moment to recognize some losses that we've had in the community here recently, both nationally and locally. Locally, a good friend of everybody here. I know Alicio, myself, the Wee Pims, all the whole K-High family, all the numerous performers in the Colorado Springs area, Denver area, are mourning the loss of a good friend, the Real Light. The Light was with us for quite a while. She had a battle. She was battling, I believe, lupus for quite a while, and she has lost her battle recently, and she passed away. And she's going to be very much missed. She was an inspiration to all her friends. She was an amazing poet. She was an amazing artist. She was an actress, a constant encouragement to the people here in the community, in the cannabis community, in the arts locally. She always encouraged people to be as creative as they could be. Whoever you were, she wanted you to be the most creative version of that person that you could be. And
absolute Colorado icon.
She's going to be missed for years to come. I know people will be talking about her many, many years from now. And so she's been missed. She's going to be missed. And I know they're doing a memorial for her at Zodiac on Sunday, I believe. And if you can make it out there, even if you didn't know her, you can see the results of her life all around you. She really had an impact on the art community and the music community here in Colorado Springs. There are people who are really broken and devastated by this loss. And if you are an artist, if you're a musician, a painter, a poet, any kind of creative person, you want to come out and learn about the life of this person. She may still inspire art after her loss. She may inspire you to do a painting or a poem that otherwise you wouldn't have done if you hadn't come. And she may just keep inspiring us even now. And I like to say that heaven just needed a little more light, so that's where she went. So we'll miss you, the light. And Alicio, you got some tragic news on a national level. I've just found out.
Absolutely. Dusty Rhodes passed away today or yesterday evening. I'm not sure. I'm kind of looking for the details. But for those of you who don't know who he is, he's of course the WWE star, WWF star. Just a wrestling icon. And as a matter of fact, I think he was a baseball player at one time too.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, I think he's responsible for a very important hit
in
baseball, if I remember right. So I'll tell you what, we only got about 8 minutes left in the segment or in this show before we go on to the next show. So let's go ahead and let's give away some Baby Bash. So here's what it is. Call in, and what I want you to do is the first caller that can tell me Baby Bash's real name.
And quit calling in on my phone.
Quit calling in on his phone. Call and don't call my phone either. Call 719-591-KUSH. That's 719-591-KUSH. You'll be able to join me, Jaymen, Chris, who called in from Bay City, and a bunch of other folks. If you know Baby Bash's real name, call in right now with the real name, and you win tickets to Baby Bash.
I like that.
Courtesy of the Speak Easy and of course K-High.
I don't. I just call him BB.
I do. My kids call him by his real name. I tried to call him the other day, and I tried to get my kids to prank call him the other day and call him wrong.
All right, so guys, call in and give us that answer. We'll give away some Baby Bash tickets. Let's see. What do you got coming up, Alicio? You got some shows coming up, don't you?
I'm hosting the Little Flip concert in July, on July 17th. I've got stuff all the time. I mean, even this Saturday, I'll be out at the Sick Puppy over here, right down the street from here.
Yeah.
Tonight, what's tonight? Tonight, I might be at Ladies' Night tonight. I'm not 100% sure. I got to go down to the tattoo shop and check in first. And then let's see, what else do we got? Friday nights. Friday night's kind of my night. I usually stay in, funny enough, on Friday night. But if I do go out, it's usually, I don't know, downtown. Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to the Champagne Room this Friday. I'm going to go hang out with DJ Kamikaze at the Champagne Room.
Nice.
Oh, we got a caller. Hold on. Oh, could it be a winner? You're on the air with the Doc. Who's this?
We can't hear you because we keep talking over you. Say it again, please. What was the answer? Oh, we lost her.
Hello?
We lost her.
It says we have her. Okay, you got that call connection, so you got to call back.
She must
Uh-oh.
have Metro PCS.
Just throw him right under the bus. Why
Does
don't
anyone
you?
else have Metro POS like me, or
Yeah, I've got that Metro POS, bro. Don't call me.
makes you long for cricket?
All right. So anyway, again, 719-591-Kush. 719-591-Kush. First caller with the correct answer. What is Baby Bash's real name? Wins tickets to Baby Bash next Friday.
Here's a tip. Sometimes we get feedback on the phones. Can't hear you if your radio's up too loud.
Shut your damn radio off, bro.
Turn your radio down and then call us, and then we can get that.
I know you want to hear yourself. I remember when I first got into radio, it was really cool.
That girl yelled out the answer too. You could hear that she was trying to yell it, but all we heard was.
It sounded like this, the aliens were scrambling signals or something.
She was like,
You just look like you got electrocuted when you did that. Is that the face you made when you stuck something on a light socket?
I don't remember.
I can't remember it. So anyway, so again, we lost the light here in the Springs, a local icon. And then, of course, Dusty Rhodes passed away, the legendary WWE wrestler, Dusty Rhodes. I mean, I remember watching this guy, like so much fun. Like just so much fun watching him wrestle when I was a kid. He was an animal. You will be missed, brother. You will be missed.
I was always a fan myself of the Junkyard Dog.
That was my favorite wrestler. The Junkyard Dog had the big chain necklace.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking.
Dude was badass.
I was in Home Depot the other day, and I watched this guy cut himself some chain, link it, and throw it over his neck. And
you had a Junkyard Dog flashback, didn't you?
I did.
But see, just one time. Listen here, brother. You're gonna be missed, Mr. Rhodes.
See. Hulk Hogan reminds me of my dad, if I could be real. Because
my stepdad, he reminds me of my stepdad.
My dad had a similar mustache.
The handlebar one?
He had black hair, but he had a similar mustache. And then he always called everyone brother. But like, he'd be like, I hear you, brother. I hear you,
all right, brother.
Yeah.
All right, guys, listen, we still got Baby Bash tickets. We got a few more minutes. If we don't give them away, nobody wins them. So, seriously, guys, get off your lazy ass and use Google and find out what Baby Bash's real name is. Holy shit, go to my friends list. He's in there.
That girl, go to a place where you have better signal and call us back.
Yeah, please.
Proper.
You technically should have won, but you didn't.
I know you knew it. You yelled.
She was screaming, oh my God, it's lovely. She sounded like Taz.
So just give us a call back.
719-591-KUSH. Right now, we got Baby Bash tickets. We got a couple minutes left in the show, so don't miss out. Because I'm telling you right now, so I did his last concert that was at Rockies. I was the host of that concert. I'm telling you, up until I think Kidding came, that was the biggest concert turnout there ever.
Well, you know what, though? I mean, how many opportunities do you get to go to a concert, right? A lot, right? How many times do you get to go maybe get an autograph or a pic?
We want the first and last name, by the way. Don't call me with just his first name.
How many times
Hello?
Do you get to smoke out with Baby Bash?
Hello? Caller?
I can't hear you. Little Wayne?
Yeah, Little Wayne's not his name. Next caller.
Did you say go away or Little Wayne? She's like, go away.
Go. I think that was the same girl, by the way.
I think someone's child got a hold of their phone and keeps.
Uh-oh, here comes another caller. All right. Do you have the magic answer to Baby Bash's real name?
It was Ronnie Ray Bryant.
Oh, winner, chicken dinner. Ding, 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 ding. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's stay on the line until if I have to, I'll put you on hold or whatever, but stay on the line till the end of the show. I want to get your information, okay? What's your first name, by the way?
Patty.
Patty with a P?
Yep.
All right. Patty wins the
Tabby? Tabby with a T?
Oh, Tabby like Tabitha. Got it. Tabby like Tabitha.
Hey, Tabby, are you a fan of Baby Bash? Yeah. So
do you like a little sugar?
Back in the day. Have you ever been known to spin it like a cyclone?
Hey, do you turn your body like a cyclone?
Do you turn it all night long?
Taddy,
thank you for calling us.
Taddy, go ahead and stay on hold. I'll get back with you as soon as the show ends. As soon as you hear us wrapping up here in just probably about a minute or so, I'll be back with you. We'll get your information and we'll tell you how to pick up your tickets down at the Speak Easy right here in Colorado Springs. Okay?
Awesome, thank you.
All right, no problem. Stay on hold. So, Taddy wins the tickets, calls in with it. That's right. Ronnie Ray is his actual real name.
Now she's going to be hanging out with us and Chris and all the guys.
Yeah, she's going to be kicking it with Baby Bash. Kicking it.
It's going to be Michigan, Tabby, us, and Baby
We gotta
Bash
represent Arizona.
doing it straight up. You know what? I do. People ask me to this day, they're like, so you're from Colorado? I'm like, no, Arizona. But I've lived here now 21 years.
That's
I'll
me.
just claim it.
I've lived here off and on for 15 years, but I'm moving to Florida next year, so I'm just not going to claim anything. I'm going to claim Florida and Dana's juicy booty. I'm gonna get killed for that one. Oh, by the way, just so y'all know, even Dana said everybody wants a little Alicio, even me. Just saying. Ha!
That's I can vouch for that because you keep showing me.
I keep showing him the text. See, look, somebody does. Somebody agrees with us. So anyway,
Thanks, also Dana for making his head so big.
thank you, Dana, for making my head so big.
Like it's already not big.
Thank
enough.
you, Dana, for making my head grow.
So big, there's no room for hair now. Just,
All right, that's high noon. That's our time. We're gonna get out of here. Coming up next, you've got Let's Hash It Out with my girl Miranda. We'll stay right around with her, of course, for a little while, like always. Thank you. It's been K-High. You're with the Doc and Jaymen Johnson. Speak easy, sucker fish.
sucker fish.
This is K-High 1580, the
I need him to lower it down so we're clear.
Alright.
All right, Tabby. Let me go ahead and let me get. So here's the deal, Tabby. What's your last name?
Right with the W.
Okay, so
Just write it
Tabby,
down
right?
'cause I
I'm
don't
gonna
have
write it down,
tickets.
and we'll keep track of that for
You'll be
you.
at the door.
Your tickets will be at the door the day of the concert. But what you want to do is you want to meet us at the Speak Easy Vape Lounge, not at Rockets, because we're gonna meet at the Speak Easy Vape Lounge, and then we'll all head over together after you get to meet. You'll get to meet Ronnie Ray, by the way, in person. I've literally sat down and smoked weed with this guy at Rockets in the green room. He's absolutely fun to hang out with.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, Tabby, we got you Tabitha Wright, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Tabitha Wright, we got that down. We'll go ahead and we'll take care of you guys. And we definitely appreciate you calling in and winning those tickets.
Awesome.
You
Thank
just
so
say
much.
hi, or are you?
Two tickets, right?
What?
Yes, ma'am. 2 tickets.
Soko
You're sucking.
to the bone.
How do I get tailgate at the Baby Bash smoke out?
It was a very
Um,
blue hair, right? Light
Oh,
and-
no. All right. Well,
I don't know.
absolutely a pleasure to get to speak with you. And like I said, I'll see you there at the Baby Bash meet and greet. Of course, the
Yeah,
Doc.
he
Just
was-
ask for the Doc or ask
yeah,
for
he
Jamie.
went to
We'll take care of you, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you so much.
No problem, girl. Congratulations.
one.
I'm into 1. She's 1 to 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's in time.
No, that's start time.
Oh.
Wait. What the hell? Today. Yeah.
Start now. We'll put that at 1.
Yeah. Put that at 1. Yeah, 1 and 2. You're right. You know, fucking right.